Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back from the pool. I'm back from the pool. Of course I'm back. I did not plan on saying that. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast. Peekaboo. Sometimes I surprise myself. I'm YouTube famous now. Available. Chef's kiss of this intro. Oh my gosh. When should I make the album available? Available. Easter. Who should I piss off today? Easter. 1 BC. The album. Dad. Shimmy, shimmy. AF. Blinded by the light. Had a douche and now I'm ready for my Saturday night. Let me just tell you guys something, okay, before I get into this video. This very serious video about Amberlynn Reid, okay? We're going to talk about Amber today. We're going to talk about the Dainty Queen, Amber, today. Okay, while I'm doing a little get ready with me, let me just tell you. One of my biggest pet peeves, okay? One of my biggest pet peeves while I'm doing my get ready with me, while I go in with my Morphe #2 lip, what is this, chapstick? Very expensive Clinique chapstick. While I go in with my very expensive Clinique chapstick, that's probably no better than $1.49 chapstick, and I go in with my lip gloss, let me tell you what my biggest pet peeves is, okay? One of my biggest pet peeves is when people, and they try, people, and don't call people, okay? Well, first of all, one of my biggest pet peeves is when I put on lip gloss and it gets in the corners of my mouth because I don't have my reading glasses on, so I can't see what my lips look like. And it gets in the corners of my mouth, or it, like, you know, gloops up like right here or something like that, and then I don't realize it. And I watch my video back and I'm like 15 minutes in and it's like all like curdling over here. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. Another one of my biggest pet peeves is when I have like, and I don't know because I can't see, because see, I have to put my reading glasses on. So let's put my reading glasses on to check everything out. Okay, it's when I have like a piece of like lint stuck right here, and I'm like, and then finally I like pull on my shirt or something and it falls away, but I'm watching the video back and I'm like, oh my god, this is driving me crazy, right? Oh, I forgot. I just got back from the pool. So I need to put in my Sunbum SPF 45 face mist. I really do love this stuff, by the way. It smells so good. I got my hair cut today. What do we think? Anyway, biggest pet peeve in the entire world. I mean, you guys, I don't think you really have any idea. It's really difficult to be an influencer, a content creator. It's really hard, first of all, to come up with these ideas. Like, I spend hours every single day coming up with innovative, well-researched, documented videos. I mean, I spend, like I said yesterday in my video, like 10 to 12 hours researching each of my videos. And then it's really hard. I mean, to be a content creator it's really, like, I couldn't keep a straight face yesterday and I can't keep a straight face today. I mean, this is a dream job, okay? I mean, I get to sing and flip fans and all this kind of stuff. But one of my biggest pet peeves, no, truly, if I did have to have a complaint about my job, to get up every single day and do something that you love and then be able to call that a job is literally like, you want to talk about living in gratitude. I mean, I feel so incredibly blessed that I get to do this on 7 channels and that there are people that want to watch my channels and watch my videos. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I mean, you have no idea what you give me by watching my videos. It's the coolest life and I feel so incredibly grateful for it. So thank you. But that being said, one of my biggest pet peeves is, and they always try to do it like in a really nice way too, like, Peter, like, I love you and I love that song, but it's actually not had a douche and I'm ready for a Saturday night, okay? That's actually the words, and they try to like say it really nice, and I'm like, do you think I don't know that? Okay, number one. B, am I on A or 1? Okay, B, I don't care, and C, I sang what I sang, okay? I sang what I sang! Blinded by the light, had a douche and now I'm ready for a Saturday night. That's how it should have been sung from the beginning, okay? And if you don't like it, you don't like it. I have my entire life been getting lyrics wrong in songs, and you know what? I'm still here, okay? And I don't care. And somebody the other day commented on my video, and I don't even know what video it was, but she said something, and she said, I walk around the house, and I sing, and that's why I'm singing it just for this one person today, because it was so funny. It was such a cute comment. I'm saying this kind of jokingly, but it does kind of crack me up when people are like, oh, Peter, like, I love that song so much, but I'm not sure if you knew, like, I'm like, do you think I don't know when I'm singing the wrong lyrics, that I don't know the lyrics to a song? I mean, half the time I guess, right? Like, the majority of us out there. So I don't know, I'm just saying, I'm joking about this. But somebody left me his comment, and she said something to the effect of, I think it was yesterday, actually, or the day before, and she said that when I specifically sing that song, Blinded by the Light, that she'll sing it the way that I sing it, and that her husband laughs at her. And so I was like, I have to sing this song for her, because her husband, so then she will have it stuck in her head, and then tonight she'll be walking around after watching my video to her husband, and she'll say, blinded by the light, had a douche, and now I'm ready for a real exciting night. Anyway, so I had to say that, but let me tell you about my day, okay? Let me tell you about my day. First of all, I got up today and I got my hair cut. What do we think? Does it look nice? Oh my God, it looks so nice. Anyway, got my hair cut, got my Uber to the hair salon, got my hair cut today and all that kind of stuff. Then I got back, and my plan was, because I was just going to film my vlog today, because it's like 85 and it's like sunny and there's just a few clouds outside. It's been a beautiful day, right? And so my neighbor next door that I've been going to the pool with a lot, my neighbor on the corner that across from me that I went to the pool a lot last summer, but she's been working a lot this summer, she was going to go to the pool with her friend today. And so my plan was that when I got immediately back in the Uber from my hair appointment, I was going to go right up to the pool, and I was real excited about it. So I'm waiting for my Uber at my hair appointment to come home, and I texted my neighbor next door, and I said, okay, I'm gonna be home in 20 minutes, I'm getting my bag, getting my suit on, and then I'm going to the pool. She goes, okay, great, sounds good. She had a hair appointment today at 4, so she had to leave early. So I go up there, and my neighbor in the corner, she's already there with her friend. And then there was this other woman that I met today, and she was there with her daughter. And she was, her daughter's like my age, and so she was there with her and then her granddaughter. And they were real nice. And then there was this woman at the end, and she lives in here, her and her sister, there's like one condo in between them, and one of them makes dinner every other night. Isn't that so? And then they walk together, and then my mother would have loved that so much. But anyway, and so I ended up talking to her and meeting her. I didn't know her. And so I met all these neighbors. It was like last summer at the pool today. I had so much fun. I loved it so much. And the guy that, like, he and his wife, they go and they stay at the Villages. You know, if you don't know what the Villages is, it's the biggest retirement community in the United States. Do you guys not know about this? So anyway, last year he was telling us all about, me and my cousin Caroline, we were at the pool, and he was telling us all about how they have a place in the Villages. He's like 91 and all this kind of stuff. And he was telling us all about how he and his wife, they love the Villages, and he does, I thought he was talking about the Village people at first, and he was hitting on me, and he's like 92 or something like that, or 93. But then I realized, I didn't know what the Villages was. Caroline was like, oh, really? And she just kept on looking at me like, I had no clue what the Villages was until he left, right? He's talking about, he loves to do water aerobics with his men's group and all this kind of stuff, right? And they like their golf cart down that they have and all this kind of stuff. And Caroline, so when he leaves, Caroline goes, do you know what the Villages is? And I go, I have no idea what's the Villages. And she goes, it's the biggest retirement community in the United States. She goes, there's literally like YouTube channels, TikTokers that are like, that live in there, and they're dedicated to talking about it, because there's so many swingers in there, and like, depending on, like, you can put like a pineapple upside down on your front porch, and that means that you're like a swinger, and like different things that you have hanging from like different lays, like colored lays, mean that you're into different things on your golf cart and stuff like that. And at one time, the Villages, which is 3 counties in Florida, and it's extremely expensive to live there too. That's what's so funny, is because these condos are like really small, these houses are really small, and they have like no property, but they're like $800,000 to live in this community, right? And they constantly have things going, like, you can learn how to, you know, I don't know, do hula dancing one day and be at a Jimmy Buffett, like, cover band concert the next day and all this kind of stuff. And so it kind of looks like a housing addition inside of an outside mall. It's kind of what, if you watch this. I watched this documentary about it. It was so sadly. But anyway, so this guy was like, got busted. He was like 85 and he got busted for like using cocaine and peyote or something like that. He was like out in the middle of the golf course and he was like tripping balls and things like that. He didn't know where he was, and he was having to sit before a court and all this kind of stuff. A judge. But anyway, so Caroline told me that at one point that the Villages had the highest rate of STDs in this country. I'm like, oh, I did not know that, but get it, old people. Listen, as I get older, get it good. Okay, so anyway, blinded by the light. So anyway, he was up there today too, and he walks back and forth in the pool. He like rides his bike to the pool, and then he walks back and forth, and when he's walking back and forth, he goes, thank you, Lord Jesus, for the beautiful sunshine. And so like all the ladies were in the pool laughing and stuff, but then everybody started leaving, and my neighbor had to go because next door, she had to go get her hair cut, and then my neighbor on the corner, she and her friend had to leave because they had to go have dinners with their husbands because they were all going like on a double date tonight. And then he left, and then it was just me and my neighbor whose sister lives in here, and we were talking, and she goes, well, it's my sister's night to cook tonight, so it's about time for supper. I guess I better go see what she's going to make for dinner. And I look at the clock that's on the wall. It's 20 after 3. And I was like, who's having supper at 3:30 in the afternoon? I mean, you truly know you live in a retirement community, you know what I mean? But she was so nice, and I had such a good time. And if you want to hear about the HOA drama, because I found out so much about the HOA drama. We were talking about last year, this gal, which she was drunk, not in our neighborhood, but somebody else. She drove down this street and drove through the tennis court, or drove through the fence of the tennis court and was on the tennis court, parked on the tennis court. And so I said something to her about it today, this lady. She wasn't the one that drove on it, but she lives real close to the tennis court. And she goes, well, the first time it happened, I go, what do you mean the first time? That wasn't the first time. She goes, oh, no. Somebody drove through all the way through to the other side, drove through the other gate, all the way around the pool, and came up this side by my condo. I was like, oh my God. So anyway, I found out all the HOA drama. So if you want to hear more about the HOA drama, go follow my vlog, because that's where all the HOA drama is. But then I'm walking home because I was like, I'm not going to stay at the pool by myself. Oh, there's this one guy, he tans up there. He wears those, do you remember the tanning bed sunglasses? He's like 80, and he is like George Hamilton tan, okay? He is so, if y'all don't know who George Hamilton, look him up. But anyway, he is so tan, and he just like rolls, and he doesn't have rolls, like back rolls, like RuPaul's Drag Race. No, he just rolls over, and so he's like a total tan, you know? But he wears those little like tanning sunglass things. But anyway, he don't talk to me. I don't know why, but he don't talk to me. I don't really know him at all. But anyway, he's always up there. I mean, he's up there from like 8 a.m. to like 8 p.m. So anyway, but my neighbor next door, we're going to go up there tonight. So I got to get videos done, and then I got to go on my walk so that she and I can go to the pool. We went to the pool last night. We actually filmed video of us doing Olympic rope routines off of the rope in the middle of the pool. We were flipping ourselves on it, and she recorded it. And we do believe that it's going to be made into an Olympic sport next year. So she and I are, well, the Olympics aren't next year, but, well, we're gonna invent our own Olympics, and it's gonna be called Retirement Home Olympics Rope Routine, okay? Because we were doing all these rope routines. I shouldn't tell this story, but I'm going to tell the story. I mean, we were literally like two kids, okay? So both of us are like doing these balancing acts. You know the rope that they separate the shallow end from the deep end? It's she and I at the pool last night, right? So we're like balancing on it like this, and I go, watch, I'm going to stick one leg out to the right, and she goes, I'm going to stick one out to the left. And so we start getting our leg out, and as soon as we get it out, we both looked at each other, and we're like we couldn't believe that we both were doing it, and the rope busted. And I go, oh my God! So then she spent 20 minutes fixing the rope, and she finally did fix it. I go, listen, if they get upset about it, I'm blaming it on the pickleball league, because the pickleball league, they have screwed up everything this summer. So I'm blaming it on the pickleball league, but she fixed it, so everything's fine. When we came up there today, I was like, when she came up, because she came up after me, and I looked at it, I said, look, the rope's still good. She goes, it's still holding on, I can't believe it. So we fixed it, everything was fine. But anyway, then I'm walking home, and my neighbor, they got their grandkids. They got 3 grandsons, right? And their oldest grandson, I think he's like 5 or something like that. And so they're doing the chalk, you know, the hopscotch and all that kind of stuff in the, he calls me Mr. Peter. And they're doing the chalk in the driveway, right? And, so my neighbor, she says to her grandson, she goes, there's Mr. Peter right now. You can show him your picture. And I'm like, oh, have you been drawing? He goes, Mr. Peter, I drew a picture of you. And I go, you did? And so he points to this picture, and it's like this stick figure with like something that kind of looks like a very broad top hat, okay? And he's got these hands that have basically like 3 sticks, you know? And then out of one hand is the hand's holding a triangle. And he's got this like word, and the word says something. I can't figure out what it says. And he goes, that's you holding your fan, and he's saying beast. And I go, oh my God, I love it so much. My neighbor got such a kick out of it. She goes, he just loves Mr. Peter so much. And I go, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. And he goes, do you like it? I go, oh, it's so nice. I really, really like it. And he goes, we've been helping Grandma water the flowers all day long. And she goes, that's why they're not doing so good this year. But anyway, so it's been a good day. I had a good day today. And I was planning on staying up at the pool till like 4:30 or 5, but everybody left me for supper. Because you got to have supper by 4 o'clock, I guess. So I was like, well, I already have this video outlined that I was going to film. So I guess I'll just come back and I'll film this now, and then I'll do my vlog. And then tomorrow we will get back to the TV reviews on my TV channel. And somebody on my vlog the other day, they said, I thought you started a TV channel. Why are you talking about TV shows over here? And my response was just like, girl, Don't you think we have enough world issues to talk about whether or not Peter Monn wants to talk about TV shows on whatever channel he's talking about? We don't got enough world issues. Like, that's your world issue. That's your world issue to worry about. Whether or not Peter Monn is talking about TV shows on his vlog versus his TV channel. I think we got bigger fish to fry in this world right now, okay? But you go, girl. You go. You go, Blink Coco. Where's the spray on this thing? Oh, it's back the other way. You go, Blink Coco. But you know what? It's my fucking channel. I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about in my channel. Today, I'm going to talk about Amberlynn Reid. Did I just cuss? Is that 25 cents for the cuss jar? Oh, my Lord. Ooh, got a bake. So, anyway, last night, now, y'all, I talked about Amberlynn Reid in a couple videos I did. Y'all, you know that, I know you do know this, right? That there are full channels like Zachary Michael. I think Karina Kaboom, actually, she's doing full Amberlynn Reid Foodie Beauty coverage, too. And doing well on it. Doing well on it. Congratulations, Karina. So, anyway, but people ask me all the time. They're like, can you talk about Amberlynn Reid? Can you figure out all this kind of stuff? So, I've talked about this quite a bit. The reason why I stopped watching Amberlynn Reid and covering her was because I felt like she was very intentionally trolling her physical health. And so I was kind of like out at that point, right? I just was kind of like, I don't know about this. I'm just kind of out. And so, but I did this video and I was talking about her the other day and people were like, can you please make, I mean, I got so many DMs about this. I was really surprised, honestly. And I put up on my Instagram last night, like, what do you want my opinion about? And so many people put Amberlynn Reid. And I was like, is this all gloopy or is it like fixed? I gotta say, hold on a second. Cause you know, that'll drive me crazy when I watch it back. It's always right here. So anyway, all these people are like, talk more about Amberlynn Reid. It was so funny when you talked about Amberlynn Reid the other day. So I kind of figure, like, if I'm going to go in and I'm going to cover Amberlynn Reid, I'm going to have to do it and not take it too seriously, if I'm going to do it, in all honesty. I mean, she don't take herself seriously, so I don't know. Like, I've said what I had to say about the seriousness of it, so maybe I need to go in from a joking point of view. I did get kind of some sun today at the pool, though, didn't I? Look. But anyway, so last night, I was getting ready. I was like, okay, well, I finished season 2 of Dark. Have you guys watched that show about time travel? Well, then, at the end of season 2, they say something. It's like, oh, my God. I got 1 season left. I got 10 seasons of Sister Wives. The trailer for Sister Wives, the new season, just came out yesterday. I'm so excited about it, but I got 10 seasons I got to watch in 4.5 weeks, okay? We're going to get it done. Listen, I watched 10 seasons of Vanderpump Rules in 3 weeks. I can watch 10 seasons of Sister Wives in 4 weeks, like 4.5 weeks. I can do it, okay? I can do it. So tonight I got The Bachelorette. See, I'm talking about TV shows. Tonight I got The Bachelorette, Real Housewives of Orange County to watch. Big Brother from last night, because it was special edition. Big Brother tonight, Below Deck Mediterranean. I got those shows. Season 3 of Dark and Sister Wives. I got a good night ahead of me. Oh, my Lord. And a pool swimming at night and taking a walk, listening to a cozy mystery. See, what a wonderful life you guys give me. I have such a wonderful, no, truly, truly. I mean, to imagine that this is what my life, like, I never would have been like, oh my God, what a cool life, right? So anyway, and as you get older, my best friend Tanya always says the road narrows, you know, and it's not about the big stuff anymore. It's about the smaller stuff. And I've really realized that. It's like those small things, like watching a TV show, hanging out in bed, laughing with my husband, you know, hanging out with Boo Radley, the dog, and, you know, taking him outside and letting him run around the yard and talking to my neighbor. Those are the things that matter in life. They really are, okay? You can't convince me otherwise. Don't get me wrong, okay? Don't get me wrong. I like a good Louis Vuitton bag. I do, okay? And if you want to gift me one, feel completely free to send me one. I love a good bag. I love a good hotel room stay. I love a good vacation, and I love a good dinner. But it's really the simple things in life that matter. But it's okay. You can like those things too. You know what I mean? Just don't. For me, it's about not being consumed about those things. But so last night I was like, well, maybe I'll watch a couple of these Amberlynn Reid videos, these vlogs, and see what she's up to lately, right? And then maybe I'll, like, you know, I realized when I went in to start watching it, Zachary Michael was actually texting me yesterday. I just want to tell you guys something about Zachary Michael, because I think that people that just know Zachary for the Amberlynn Reid, the Foodie Beauty coverage and stuff like that, don't really get Zach at all. And he's so funny and he's so sharp-witted in his videos. I mean, he's really, truly talented. I mean, to be that sharp-witted is hilarious. Zach is one of the most... he is so intelligent, so smart, so kind, and I don't know if it shows on video, but to me, he has been that way, and always checks in on me, and just hilarious, and just down to earth. And as he was texting me yesterday, I sure did send him a picture, because he said, hope you're enjoying the pool. And I sent him a picture of me and my neighbor going to the pool. So anyway, but I just want to say that. But there are so many people out there that are covering Amberlynn Reid and Foodie Beauty. I'm not changing my content to that. I'm not going to exclusively do that. If you guys would like me to do more content about Amberlynn Reid, I think my opinion changed last night. And actually, one of the things I'm going to do in the next week, I think, is I'm going to go back and cover some people that I covered back in the day. Like John McClane has recently like made a return to YouTube and doing videos, and I've been watching some of those videos. Glitter Forever 17, Swoop just did a video about Glitter Forever 17, and then I was just sent by a couple people. I should look this up to see what the title of this is again, because I almost cannot believe it's real. Where is Glitter Critter at? Glitter! Glitter! People used to get so mad when I would call her Glitter. They'd say, her name is Breland, okay? Her name is Glitter Critter, okay? That's her name. She will forever. Clit Shock. I mean, who comes up with a video and says the most shocking rose toys in the world, and her thumbnail says Clit Shock? And you wonder why, I mean, it's sitting at 1,000 views for 21 hours. Girl, I don't know why you called up Shane Dawson, or she wanted to call up Shane Dawson and have her fix her channel. I don't know why you're trying to have all these people fix her channel. First of all, Swoop just did a documentary on you. The fact that you're getting 1,000 views on any video, did she even do a response to Swoop's video? I would have. Here she is, 21 hours ago, the most shocking rose toys in the world. It's probably sponsored. Clit Shock, it says. Girl, no ma'am, And then 2 weeks ago, 3.2 thousand views. She ain't pulling no views at all. Hacks to look hot without clothes. Girl, I ain't looked hot without clothes in probably 10 years. What are you talking about? A week in my OnlyFans in life. Oh, she got 70,000 views, all that. Well, all right, girl. That was 1 year ago. Oh, she just came back 3 weeks ago? I would admit, what is this? DIY razor bump and ingrown hair eliminator. Girl, no, I mean, that's why you ain't got no career today, girl. Nobody wants to see a front up and personal picture of that. I'm telling you right now, if Swoop had made, I don't care what the take is. I haven't watched that video yet, actually, but I'm going to because I got to mention it, I heard. But anyway, if I had done that, my next video, this is where, people are so stupid, I don't even get it, right? Glitter Critter, this is what you should have done, Glitter, okay? Is your next video, whether she came for you or told the truth on you or she was supportive of you, I don't know what she said in that video, but my next video would have been my reaction to Swoop's video. That was stupid. That was a missed opportunity. You can still do it, okay? I don't know why you wouldn't have done that. That was so dumb that you didn't do that, okay? And you wonder why you got a failing career. Girl, I can tell you right now, it wasn't because of your Thanksgiving buffet dressed up like a pilgrim lady, okay, on OnlyFans, okay? And it wasn't somebody's turkey that was getting eaten, and I'm telling you that right now, okay? And your career isn't dead because you used to be on the You Now begging for bargasms. Oh my God, I'm having a bargasm. Poo-sows, boobalicious, I'm having a bargasm, okay? It's because everybody that came to look for you after Swoop's video comes to a video called Clit Shock. And who's gonna, no, girl, no, ma'am, no, girl, no. So if y'all want me to watch some glitter videos and do a full reaction to that, I will. But I've kind of been like, well, the other person I was looking into that I was going to come back and talk about was Simply Kenna. I did a video about her years ago about, remember, she allegedly stole artwork and she was so aesthetic and all that kind of stuff. Oh my God, I got so much shit over that video. Simply Kenna, is she still around? She had such a, she always talked about her aesthetics. 2 months ago, Kraft, oh my God, girl, you literally cannot script this shit. You cannot script this shit. I was talking about aesthetic. 2 months ago, she wrote a video. 2 months ago, she did a video called Craft and Aesthetic. DIYs and mood boards. Oh, she's still getting some views 3 months ago, all about my hair, growth, color routine. 7 months ago, subtle Hogwarts house outfits. Girl, I thought you were living in Japan by now. What's all about? I'm confused. You used to talk about your Japanese aesthetic. What's this? Paris Channel 1 solo travel. That's from a year ago. How I hand sew a corset, no machine, 159,000 views. I'm in the wrong. Listen, I need to talk about like how I sew my dog a pillow or something like that. Create a cozy workspace with me. She does kind of have a little cozy aesthetic, doesn't she have it going on? Just a little favorites video. 128,000 views. That was from 3 years ago. I think that's, should I go up and do something? So this is my plan. Is I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to visit these people that I used to talk about back in the day, right? So I'm going to do Glitter, Simply Kenna, John McClean. Who else do you want me to talk about that I talked about back in the day? Because I think people get so bored all the time. Like, I got this comment on my video yesterday, and this person said, OMG, who cares? Move on. Most of us don't care about these people. High school's for 50s and 60s. Let's grow on. Well, I don't know why this confuses people, but I'm a trauma commentary channel. I'm a drama channel. So these are the people that I talk about. People that are in drama. That's what I talk about on my channel. But anyway, I don't take any kind of insult to that video, because what I would love to say to that person is, could you tell me, because I'm not Lauren Manny, okay? I'm not Lauren Manny that if you said to me, I think that that is the ugliest bedspread in the entire world, could you change it? And I'd be more apt, if 30 people left me that comment, you better bet your ass the next day there'll be a new bed sheet up in here, okay? I'm not trying to piss off 30 people. So when you say that nobody cares about these people, I'm looking for different alternatives. Can you let me know, somebody, please? Listen, okay, I hear your comment loud and clear. Let me know who you want me to talk about in the comment section below. And please, for the love of God, what's the saying? If something in the creek don't rise, what does that say? Please, if the creek don't rise, I don't want to talk about no serious shit on my channel anymore, okay? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, with a T. Do you hear that? I'm tired of talking about the serious shit on my channel. I think it's important from time to time, okay? I miss flipping a fan, and I miss being able to talk about funny stuff. Why can't we just have fun anymore? Don't ask me what I think about this and that, about the serious shit, okay? I want funny topics. Leave them in the comment section below, okay? And don't be asking me what I think about Nair, or that Nair person on TikTok. I don't know nothing about that Nair person on TikTok. Didn't watch it, don't care. I don't know about it, okay? If they're a TikToker, I can watch a couple TikToks of her. If it's that, whatever, that woman that put 400 TikToks out about her breakup, I watched 3 of them. I didn't understand why she ever went on a first date with him. That was my thoughts. I don't have 300 hours to watch the rest of it, but I have a lot of friends that did. So anyway, but put underneath, I'll watch TikToks, okay? I'll watch a couple TikToks to cover it, but let me know who you want me to cover. Listen, I'm open to it, okay? I'm not Manny and Laura. I ain't gonna bitch for 20 minutes about y'all coming from my set. I know my set sucks. I'm sitting on a bed with no ring light in my bedroom, okay? I know my set sucks. I get it, okay? I even know my topics suck. I'm not stupid. I get it. I know that. I know I talk about the same 5 or 6 people. Let me know who you want to talk about, and I will talk about it. I just want to make my audience happy, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I appreciate your comment about that. Let me know, and I expect you to comment on my next video who you want me to talk about. So anyway, let's get into this Amberlynn Reid thing. Where am I at on time? Oh, she's going to stop here in about a minute and a half. Should I stop it now? Let's just stop it now before I get into the Amberlynn Reid thing. Okay, here we go. I tried to pose right before I got into it and I forgot. I feel like I'm getting redder and redder. This stuff's making me kind of feel like red and stuff like that. Before I get into the Amberlynn Reid thing, let me, whatever. Do you know, I have to tell you about a funny comment that I did get not too long ago, though. From this person that is obviously not somebody that likes me, by the 43 comments that they've left me every... I don't know why it took me 43 comments to figure it out, but it did. But every comment is like about... It doesn't matter who I talk about, they don't like me talking about that person. I mean, I literally could talk about Thumbelina the Squirrel, and they'd be like, what's your hate boner for Thumbelina the Squirrel? And then I spend 20 minutes trying to explain that I don't have a hate boner for Thumbelina the Squirrel, and the next spirit, you have a hate boner for Thumbelina the Squirrel. But anyway, this person said to me in a video... I thought this was so, I read these comments sometimes, I'm like, what? Like, I'm confused. I'm confused about this, right? Confused. I'm confused about this. I don't get it. This person was like, why is it okay for you to start off your video talking like a Valley girl from the 80s when you come from, for Shane Dawson, talking like a Valley girl from the 80s? Why is it okay for you and it's not okay for Shane Dawson? Okay, so for those of you that do not know, for the 8 years that I've been on YouTube, and people have said to me things like, why do you talk like a Valley girl from the 80s? Why do you sound like a 16-year-old girl? This is how I sound. This is how I talk, okay? If you ask any of my friends would say, yep, that's him when he gets fired up. That's Peter. That's how he talks. He sounds like a Valley girl from the 80s. It ain't an act, okay? It ain't an act. Trust me, if I could act my way out of it, I would have done it 30 years ago, okay? I would wouldn't have taken all the harassment that I've gotten over my voice sounding the way that it does. But I have stepped into my voice, and I have learned to love my voice from all of you out there that have said that you fall asleep to my voice, you find my voice soothing, that it's characteristic of who I am, and for that reason, you guys have allowed me to learn to love my voice, okay? But my voice is something that I've taken shit from my entire life, okay? It's not an act. That was such an ignorant comment when somebody said that to me. Why is it okay for you to sound like a Valley girl from the 80s and Shane Dawson can't, okay? Because when I say things and I do things like this is who I am. Shane Dawson, it's an act. When you see Shane Dawson doing things in his video like, that's an act, okay? And quite frankly, I feel like it's a little bit portraying what his vision, because he makes it very, very clear about his sexual orientation is bisexual, not gay. He makes that very, very clear. And so to me, it very much feels like it's his portrayal of what he sees gay men being like. He's actually done it to his own husband, Ryland, in videos, okay? The reason I take issue with that is because it's the same shit that's been done to me since first grade till today, okay? That's why I take issue with it. And the reason why I can do it and Shane Dawson can't is because this is who I am, and I can't change who I am, okay? And I wouldn't even if I could today. Accept me for who I am or get the fuck out. I don't really care, okay? That's who I am today. You're either going to love me for who I am or not. And whoever you are out there, don't change yourself for anybody. You know, the more I stepped into myself, this is a truism, okay? And this is what YouTube has allowed me to be. The more I stepped into who I truly am as a person and allowed myself to come out and be free, and the more in touch I was with my soul and I allowed myself to be who I am, express who myself I am, the more attracted some people were to me. Some people were put off by me as well. A few people, right? Those people, they don't get me. I don't really care if they do. I don't want them in my life anyway. But for those tons of people out there that love me for being my crazy, outrageous self that sounds like a Valley girl from the 80s, thank you so much for allowing me to be my true, authentic self. But that's who I am, okay? I'm not faking myself and being a version of something else and putting a character on, to be honest with you, that I feel is kind of demeaning for me. That's why I take issue with Shane Dawson doing it, because he's mocking somebody that is like that, and that somebody is me. So, not necessarily directed towards me, but types of gay men that are more effeminate than others, that's who he's mocking. That's why I take issue with it. He's even done it to his own husband, and I think it's weird that he does it to his own husband. If you haven't caught it, whatever. So anyway, I got that comment a while ago. So, let's talk about Amberlynn Reid, shall we? So a lot of people are like, Peter, go watch Amberlynn Reid and all this kind of stuff. So I was like, I'm going to check in with Miss Amberlynn Reid. I'm going to check in with the Dainty Queen herself, Miss Amberlynn. And I'm going to see what she is going on to. And what I found, I could not believe. I could not believe. Okay? So I went in there and, first of all, when I was looking at this, I was like, damn, Amberlynn's views are off the charts. Now, what's interesting to me, I mean, they're between like $60,000 and $100,000, 60 and 100,000 views consistently, okay? Now, I would say her views aren't as good as the commentary channels that are covering her, which is interesting to me. When you are putting out content and your commentary channels, that would be like if I was covering Jeffree Star and he was getting 1 million views a video and I was doing coverage on him and I was getting 5 million views per his 1 million views that he was getting. That didn't happen, okay? It is so crazy interesting to me that commentary channels that cover Amberlynn Reid get more views than Amberlynn Reid gets on her own videos, and she's getting crazy amount of views. I mean, she's getting really good views for sitting there and lying through her teeth on videos and just stirring up drama, right? I kind of forgot what it was that pulled me into Amberlynn Reid so much at the beginning anyway, right? So I'm watching this, and I'm looking through her videos, and I'm like, oh, she's doing live streams now. She's doing 2 and 3 hour live streams. I'm like, now she used to do live streams back in the day. I don't remember them being that long. I remember some when she was sitting there with like Becky and Destiny and stuff, and she just like talked, but I don't remember them being like 3 hours of her on a couch, getting drunk, getting messy. Oh, this is how I saw it. This is how I originally saw it. On Instagram, I saw this Instagram story that somebody put Amberlynn Reid getting messy on a live, and it was like August 2nd of 2024. And I was like, oh, this is recent. So I went over to look, and that's why I started looking at her lives. So I skimmed through them. Girl, I had to. Okay, listen. I mean, 3 hours of Amberlynn Reid is like 16 episodes of Sister Wives. I don't have time, okay, to watch her on a couch. But I'm very confused by what's going on, okay? So I'm confused by, is this, okay, first of all, she's talking about how she has these snacks. She always has snacks on her live streams, but she just reads the lives. Well, first of all, she's been doing live streams for a while now. The most recent one that I watched where she's like, let's get into this or whatever, about halfway through, this is where Amberlynn Reid plays dumb. But in this moment, I have to tell you what was so crazy to me about it. Amberlynn Reid is somebody that used to tell me back in the day how much she idolized Trisha Paytas, okay? I was watching her live streams, and kind of like from the word go, I was like, she really reminds me of somebody, and I couldn't figure out who it was, right? And then she does this thing, I don't know which live stream, I think it was the most recent one, it was at the end of it, where she acts like she can't find her super chats. And then all of a sudden, she's like, oh, they're up in this category. If you've ever gone live, it's right there. You can see it, right? And she's like, oh, they're all listed underneath this fan thing. And I'm like, how long has she been live streaming for that she's just figuring this out now? And I was like, oh my God, Trisha Paytas did this back in the day. Like, Trisha Paytas went live, and she acted like she had no idea that people could tip her. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but it was almost exactly like Trisha Paytas had done it. And I was like, she's kind of like, if you watch her, she really reminds me of old school Trisha Paytas back in the day. Just in kind of how she says things and how she talks, and she like pulls back and she laughs. She's like watched Trisha Paytas very closely through the years, right? But I'm so confused about this Amberlynn Reid, okay? So Amberlynn Reid gets in a live stream. She basically reads, I mean, like I was at like 5 hours of it being up, and it had like 22,000 views. I was like, this is crazy, right? So I'm confused by what's going on. Now, there's a lot of these allegations that she's dating this person that supposedly dated somebody that passed away, and that this person is a feeder, which means that they get off on feeding morbidly obese people to the point of it being unhealthy. Okay, so that's a lot of the allegations that are going on right now. I've seen all about, I don't know anything about that, okay, but I've seen that. But I do know what that person's name is, and she kept on talking about that person in the live stream. So she must still be dating that person, okay, even though people have been very concerned about her. In my last video talking about this, I talked about that on 1,000 Pound Sisters, actually, Tammy Slaton dated a feeder, and her whole family was very concerned about Tammy Slaton and about the feeder, and even Chris confronted him, and Amy confronted him, and it was a huge issue. So the fact that people are concerned about Amberlynn Reid dating a feeder is not, I don't think it's a reach. I think that people have a right to be concerned about it. But what I'm confused about is that about halfway through her live streams, she starts drinking these things. I've seen them at like the gas station before, and they're called like buzz balls, apparently. They're like little glasses, and she's drinking them. I mean, the alcohol level on them, are they high or something? I mean, I don't know how much it takes for her to get drunk, or if she's acting like she's drunk. I'm telling you, I have not watched her in forever. If you guys want me to start covering her, I will start watching her, but I will watch her as somebody that hasn't watched her in forever, and I will fully admit to that, right? Because I'm confused about this, and I'm mesmerized at the same time. She gets pretty drunk. Like, I mean, either that or she's acting like she's drunk. I can't tell. But, like, her girlfriend's not in the room, right? Like, am I confused? I feel like her girlfriend's, like, on a phone. And she constantly is like, because she looks down. So either her girlfriend's sitting on the floor or she's on the phone. And she's got her on like FaceTime on the phone, because she'll like ask her questions. And then she'll like say, oh, Tommy said this and blah, 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 whatever. Can we say her name? I mean, Amberlynn Reid said her name in a video, so can I say her name? So I guess I can't. She put that out there. Listen, I didn't put that out there. She put that out there, right? Okay. So she'll say this stuff, and she'll go, what's her favorite, people will be like, what's her favorite drink? And she'll go, oh, her favorite drink is a red cider. And it's like, she's like, and I'm like, is this girlfriend? Literally, okay, I'm confused about this. You are sitting on a live stream for 2 to 3 hours answering questions, okay, to 20,000 people that are watching you, or how many ever people are watching, 5,000 or whatever, and your girlfriend has nothing better to do, and you've been dating her for like a month or two, and she has nothing better to do than sit on a FaceTime call for 2 hours answering questions, and you're doing this every night, girl? What? I'm confused. Can somebody please explain that to me? This girlfriend, I mean, we're talking, Amberlynn Reid is 31 years old, okay? The girlfriend's about that same age. So we're talking about 30-year-old girls have nothing better to do. I got 30-year-old girlfriends of mine that got 4 kids, 2 jobs, a house, and they can't keep up, okay? And Amberlynn Reid's girlfriend has got nothing better to do than sit on a phone call, on a FaceTime phone call, answering questions for people. Why is she not just in the live chat? I'm so confused. I'm like watching this and I'm like, this is like baffling to me, but at the same time, I'm like curiously intrigued because I haven't watched Amberlynn Reid for a long time. I didn't watch any of her vlogs. I just watched like 3 of her live streams and I just skimmed through them, right? And I'm looking through this, and she handles the questions so well. It actually reminds me back in the day of Trisha Paytas going live, because at this one point, somebody, well, first of all, can somebody talk about, what's the word she uses in here all the time? She uses, this must be an Amberlynn Reid thing if you're in the Amberverse, I don't know. But she says all the time, hectic. Oh my God, that's so hectic. This is so hectic. Is that like the new thing? Is that like when the kids used to say literal trash? Now she's saying hectic. I mean, I'm glad that the choker's still there. Have we ever figured out why she wears that choker that looks like it literally is choking her to death? I mean, that choker is so tight from Claire's Boutique. And somebody said in here, like, said, oh, love the choker from Walmart or Claire's Boutique. And she goes, probably. I mean, she answers these questions so hilariously. It's like, I'm sitting there watching it. And I'm like, I forgot why I loved watching Amberlynn Reid back in the day. I didn't even give a shit that she lied so much. It's so entertaining. It's literally like watching reality TV, but you come in like halfway through the season because she's talking about Angela and Burlap and Jenny Johnson. She's talking about all these people. I'm like, who the fuck is she talking about? I don't know who these people are. And she's like, and I know when I say this, the Amberverse people are going to come for me, but I'm telling you right now, I don't know who these people are, okay? I don't know who Angela and Delicious and all these people are, okay? And she's like, and she ain't pissed at me, she's pissed at her wife. And I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about, and I don't care, okay? Because this is more interesting to me than an episode of Sister Wives. Amber, I'm telling you right now, and I've been saying this, okay, since I started covering you 8 years ago. You missed your opportunity. You should have done a reality show, but now I figured out why, okay? She's getting 60 to 100,000 views on a vlog, okay? Not ever leaving her apartment. She's doing live streams, getting drunk on a couch, all right? Her girlfriend's sitting over there, I don't know, between her knees on the floor or on a FaceTime call or something. I'm so clueless about all of it. But she ain't even leaving her couch, and she's probably making $30,000 a month. Hell, I wouldn't be on a reality show either. Calling your own shots. You can DoorDash as much as you want. Order shit on Amazon. I mean, God, you want to talk about the life? She got the life right there, right? Dainty queen. But she's always talking about how everything's so hectic. What is this, girl? Now you got me using the word hectic today. I'm so confused about this. But anyway. So I'm like watching this, and I'm like, she handles these questions so well because she reads every question. Well, maybe she doesn't. I don't know. I wasn't on the live stream. But like somebody says, how's your obesity going? And she goes, I mean, we're hanging in there. I was like, girl, what? I wish somebody would ask me about my obesity. My immediate response would be, we're hanging in there. I mean, I don't even know what I would say. I was like, and to be honest with you, I was kind of like, this is kind of a different Amber. Are we in a new era of Amber where she just gets drunk and doesn't give a fuck? Like, oh, this is what the live stream I saw on Instagram was. It was like this clip of her. And I was like, she's joking. She's trolling, right? And so it was about this thing about... She said something about she can't use the toilet, and so she pees in the shower, and then somebody asked her, how do you wipe? And she's like, I got a caregiver. She's like, I'm rich. Don't you know? I'm rich. I have a caregiver that's here 24 hours a day, and my caregiver, she like wipes me, and she cleans me, and she bathes me, and she's like, if you can afford it, she's like, get a caregiver. It's the best thing. I'm like, she is so trolling, right? But to be honest with you, I was kind of like, this is kind of too hilarious. Is this who Amber's turned into? I mean, like, I knew for a long time she was, like, lying and trolling, but I'm so confused by this. I have to tell you, and highly entertained, okay? I mean, the thing is, like, it was so funny when she said this thing about Angelica Delicious, or whoever this girl is she's having beef with, that she was dating, and now she's pissed at her, whoever that person is she's talking about. I don't know. She's got some huge fight with somebody, right? That she's always somebody. I never know who she's talking about. I didn't know who she was talking about 8 years ago when she was talking about somebody being mad at her and Destiny, and I didn't know who she's talking about today. But she's talking about this, and she's like, I mean... She's talking about somebody else, and she's like comparing it to this other person. She goes, she's a liar. She lies about everything. She goes, now this other girl, Delicious or whoever she's talking about, she's like, now she lies, but like she lies like we all lie. Like not everything's a lie. Like there's some truths. And I'm like, girl, like you are not the one to be defining lying, okay? You literally, like, you lie more than Jaclyn Hill, okay? And I'm like sitting there watching it, and like the way that she makes sense of it. Like this girl, she lies about everything. But Delicious, like she just lies about like every third thing. And so like Amber's like, oh, well, like, okay, I can trust somebody that only lies to me about every third thing because I lie about every other thing, right? Like, none of it makes sense to me. And I'm like sitting there watching this, and I'm just like, what is going on? I'm so confused. And then I'm so confused too because somebody in there asked her, they were like, you look like you're heavier. Have you gained weight? I'll be honest with you. Amber did not look like she was, when she was sitting there on the couch on her most recent live stream, she didn't look heavier to me than the last time that I covered her. But she's like, somebody said, are you heavier? Have you gained weight? And she goes, no. And then she goes, I mean, probably. I don't know. I haven't weighed myself in a while. And I was like, this is interesting how she's approaching these questions. So is this her new thing? Because do you remember, I feel like there was a period when she live streamed, but then the live stream kind of got her into trouble because she'd get caught up in lies, and then people would like catch stuff in the live streams that she lied about and use against her. So then she stopped live streaming and she just went to vlogging. But now she's doing both. And I'm telling you right now, you guys, I mean, she's bankrolling. She is bankrolling off of these. I don't know who's tipping her. She didn't act like she had that many super chats or anything like that. But I am so confused. I mean, should I switch over and become an Amberlynn Reid commentary channel? I mean, I am a little jealous of some of these commentary channels' views on Amberlynn Reid, but I'll tell you right now, okay? I could not watch. I mean, how they keep up with it is beyond. How are you watching? Can somebody explain this to me? Zachary, can you explain to me how you are watching 2 to 3 hours of Amberlynn on a live stream, taking notes, and then, I don't know, watching a vlog of her? I couldn't keep up with that, okay? I couldn't keep up with it. But I do have to say that what I watched was somewhat entertaining. That I am willing to do a video over here every once in a while if y'all want me to do, I guess. I don't know. I'm so confused about it. I mean, it's hectic. It's so hectic for the Dainty queen over there, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, and I don't know why, I don't remember them calling her the Dainty queen, so that must have been something that started in the last couple years, and I don't know what she's talking about with this whole hectic thing, right? And I haven't watched her in forever, but I guess I could kind of play into it. I'm looking at my notes a little bit here. If I could play into it a little bit, because I am intrigued with it, and I'm kind of confused by what's going on. I'm confused. I am so confused about the Dainty queen and her hectic life. So I don't know. If you guys want me to do some more videos, I will, but I will have to watch them. I'm not watching that 2-hour live stream. Don't be like, this is the live stream. No. A 12-minute vlog I can do, okay? But don't be, and I know I got 100 things wrong, and I'm confused about it. I mean, I know this for a fact, okay? I know she's the world's biggest liar. I do know that about Amberlynn Reid. But anyway, but I would be willing to watch a couple of her vlogs and stuff like that and maybe skim through her live streams. I'm not. She's like, at the end of one live stream, she starts laughing. She's like, I gotta get off here because this is the kind of shit that reminds me of Trisha Paytas. Okay, she's talking about how her hair's in pigtails. And she talks about how she wanted a bun. She goes, this wouldn't be funny to you. It wouldn't make sense to you. It only makes sense to me. But she's like, she starts laughing hysterically. And she's like, I asked for a bun and I got 2 pigtails. And she starts laughing hysterically. That's the kind of shit that got Trisha Paytas famous back in the day. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, this is like a new, like, I know because she used to tell me, Amber, when I used to talk to her back in the day, she like idolized Trisha Paytas. She loved her. What I will tell you is this, okay? Back in the day, talking to all these influencers back in the day, and I think I've said this on video before, a little hidden secret, I cannot tell you how many influencers, when I would talk to them back in the day, how many big YouTube creators, I would talk to them, I'd be like, who's your, like, secret, you know, YouTuber that you watch, everything that they put out there, but you don't ever talk about? And literally every single one of them would say, I don't want anybody to know this, but I watch everything that Amberlynn Reid puts out. And I mean, to this day, it floors me, you know, but she really is kind of this, like, character on YouTube, except for that character is really hurting her physical health. But I have to be honest with you, like, watching it last night, I mean, I was kind of just sitting there watching, I was like, this is intriguing to me. So if anybody wants me to cover it, let me know. But I got some other people to cover. Glitter critter, glitter critter, glitter, glitter critter. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.